Guess who's back? Yep, back again. First, we're doing it for this. Hold on, I'm chasing that out. That's better. All right, yeah, we're back to talk about this. So it's been like a month or so since the toy line has been out. All right, I'm pretty sure everyone else can actually talk about it too, so we can definitely have like some good comments down below because, well, I don't think anyone's going to be here at late night. But anyway, so here is what I've noticed. And I think maybe week following this week, I could definitely go out and see how it's really doing. But for right now, I think I already understand what's going on because I started at the very beginning, and then of course the other ones are just photos of afterwards. So, should we go with the bad and then talk about the good? Or should we go with the good and then talk about the bad? Let's go with the good then. So, the first good thing is that, oh, well, anyways, too bad. The first thing that was said, as noticed, is that the Tyrannosauruses, they are sold out. The Tyrannosauruses were bought and they're gone. So that's the only thing I can say besides some morphers were taken. I can't tell. Sadly, your design of the booth, it's kind of bad because you have two sides and well, sadly, when it comes straight down to it, some of them basically just say we don't give a care and we block the morphers. The morphers are hard to get to. Two locations decide to be like, yeah, the morpher is against the wall, or yeah, we have something else right here. So you can't truly get the morpher in. You're gonna have to dig in to get the morpher. And it's like, so the morpher is somewhat selling, but for some places, it's kind of like an issue where it's like, yeah, the more for you have to dig in there to get it. Power Blaster, I'm not sure if the Power Blaster is in stores. I don't think so, sadly. So yeah, and Dragon Dagger's not in stores either. It's like, yep. So at least the Power Coin, at least the Morpher is, and the Morpher is somewhat selling, but I think it's going to be acting like the Saber-tooth Tiger and the Triceratops. From what I can tell when Bruno is doing it, the Mastodon is sold out. It sells, definitely sells. Seems like you might have just should have put that in the stores. Just saying. You might as well have put Mastodon in the stores versus having Triceratops in the stores. Just saying. Just saying. Because Triceratops is just nothing. It doesn't, you don't have wheels on it. You got rid of the wheels. The wheels don't work. It's a tank. You could have actually made it, you know, but instead it's like, no, you didn't. So it doesn't make sense why you even had it. It doesn't make sense. So I think what you guys should have done is just like what happened with the new Rangers. Lucky, Adam, and Aisha have been there. So you have the Tyrannosaurus, the Mastodon, and Saber-tooth Tiger. It would have worked out. That would have worked out better. So at least it'll just be only one saber-tooth tiger there versus, or maybe you should have did the right thing and perhaps instead of having, you should just have one in all of them has one. We're able to get one in every single set. So that when I look over there, it's like instead of having, oh, we got a few Triceratops and two saber-tooth tigers, or the one I'm looking at today, we'll have one saber-tooth tiger and two Triceratops. It will just be one saber-tooth tiger or one Triceratops because you also have a pterodactyl that was in there and a mastodon in there. But here we are where you're like, no, we picked the Tyrannosaurus, the saber-tooth tiger, and the Triceratops, which I'm like, again, Triceratops is like the worst one to choose. No offense. It's like, yeah, it's like, seriously, it kind of might be the worst one to choose. No offense. So that's the good news is the Tyrannosaurus at least sold. And they sold many other ones. It's like, it's not like they have a big, huge bundle of everything. I think one store did, but we'll see what happens recent. in the coming weeks. So the only thing left is the flip heads. They're not selling. The flip heads, I haven't went to a single store that's like, where'd the flip heads go? What flip heads? What the heck? And someone that I know who is also a Power Ranger fan, he basically said how ugly and how stupid it was to bring the flip heads back. And it's like, you did it. They did good in the very beginning. Original flip heads did what it needed to do. Now here we are with you doing the flip heads and none of them selling. Yeah. Kind of like where it's like, I'm like, just give me the figures. It looks like when it comes to the kids, which I don't even think the kids are buying it or not. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I have to go to their freaking Walmart security and be like, yeah, let me just see that certain camera and let me see it for the whole entire month. Yeah, so I'm able to just figure out. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's against protocol and privacy and stuff like that. But are kids really buying these? Are the kids getting their parents to buy these? I'll say maybe. As for the flip heads, the flip heads aren't selling whatsoever. The flip heads are just there, which I'm like, oh no. Are they gonna go into clearance? And are you going to put it's like clearance or ollies? Which one you're gonna go for? It's like it feels like to me, it's like I could wait for the Triceratops and Saber-tooth tiger going to ollies. I'm sorry to say that, but I can wait for that because in the end, I'm aiming for the freaking Dragon Zord. And I'll need all because you're not just let's just say it, you're gonna force me to get a pterodactyl. I most likely think you were gonna do that. You're not gonna be a sport and be like, yep, we put the pterodactyl feet in the Dragon Zord as well. There you go. But it's like, yeah, it's like I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. And so and they don't even have the Dragon Zord even molded and ready to go either. That's the sad part. At least I forgot who did it, but it looks like they're ready to get the Tiger Zord. Yeah, because the white tiger, you're able to get his phrase in the power coin too, in a morpher as well. So at least they're ready for that. They already planted that in there, which basically also means one thing. They're never making the golden morpher. The golden morpher will never exist in the Playmates toy line. It's pretty sad, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it's like it's not gonna exist at all. They're going low tech. And notice the Green Ranger too. What morpher does he have on? The gray one. It's like, yeah, so they're streamlining it. It's the gray one. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And could they have done it better? It's like, of course. It's like the sad part is with Playmates is that you showed you can do better than this. Voltron. Voltron, the big one, had electronics in it. And apparently it's 100 to 120 bucks. This is something like that. But instead, you decided to follow the same way that Bandai America did in the 2010s and what Hasbro also did, which is, oh, we're not going to put electronics in the freaking Megazord. We got another one that's a Nutcracker like that we put the freaking everything in. And it's like, I don't understand you. I don't understand you at all. You shouldn't have listened to what they said. And if it was freaking Hasbro said that, yeah, do that instead, it's like, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have listened to them. You did Voltron. The big Voltron, that never hit Ollies. It sold real good. The only ones that didn't sell is the action versions of them that doesn't combine and the die-cast versions, which you made too much of. Sorry, just had to tell you the way it is. The good news is that it did sold eventually. There's none that I've ever seen that's still here. It been sold. They all been sold. So, wish I could have bought it, but I didn't have a job at that point. So that means that I couldn't buy the die cast and make have a little version of it. So it sucks. Yeah. So that's basically it. It seems that when it comes to selling, unless I'm missing something and there's people who are really are getting the flip heads. The flip heads, the morphing automorphers, they're not welcome here anymore. I don't know what you can do. So yeah, it's like I personally don't know what you can do. Besides, don't do it again. Just saying, you might need to just stray away from doing the flip heads. At least you didn't do the action crap. That's the good news. At least you didn't do what Hasbro and Bandai America in the later years did, which is action crap, which technically, no, they're about to do action crap, I think. Maybe. It's just like, don't do it. Don't do it. So we'll see what happens. Personally, I think it's just not a good idea. I don't know who really told you to do this, but I would tell you that considering you did good with Yokai Watch, you can do morphers. And you just did the morphers, so do more morphers. I already talked about what morphers you should be doing for anniversary sake. SPD morpher. Do it. The Lightspeed Rescue morpher. Do it. I forgot the other one, but do it. I think it was Dino Thunder, a charge. It was Dino Charge. It's Dino Charge. I don't think you need to do that yet. So yeah. But I think sadly Playmates only have Mighty Morphin. 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin. That's all they have. I would be kind of sad if they don't even have Alien Rangers. It's like Aquatar, the Aquatar Rangers. It's like I just need you to make normal figures of the Aquatar Rangers and we'd be cool. Heck, give me the Morpher too. It's like give me a Morpher too, by the way. Even though the Morpher is gonna be like, eh. It's like I would prefer you just be like, yeah, we're just gonna steal from Japan right quick. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving you the Cool Ranger Morpher. It's like, thank you, I'm cool with that. It's like I'm cool with that one. It's like I would be cool with that. But it's just sad how it's like you followed. I think that's the sad part. It's like you followed what they wanted you to do. And I don't think that was a good idea. I think you should have just basically did what should be done and find what anniversary years it was and do that. It would be kind of cool to see that in space, which I don't think in space got automorphers. So do in space automorphin. Do SPD automorphin, which that's gonna be too many. Do like speed rescue automorpher. Do automorphin for seasons that didn't get that. I mean, it's gonna be kind of crummy, but at least the good news is that you also will make the other version of the figures, which I think should be most likely okay. But seriously though, was this a fumble? Was this a horrible thing? It was a good idea for the Megazord. The Megazord was not that bad. The only messed up part is again, no electronics in the Megazord, and you could have done something that no one else did ever. A mainline toy that has electronics in it. And I'm trying to remember. It's like, did any Bandai America or Hasbro had any? I don't think so. I think they all basically opted out and said, screw you on every single one that could got some electronics in it. I think they said screw you every single time we do something. So you to actually set the mark being like, yeah, well, we're not listening to you. We're gonna put electronics in that freaking Megazord. That would have set you ways apart. But instead you followed the current and now here we are with this. Well, at least the good news is that again the T-Rex is sold. Some of the Morphers sold. Probably Blade Blasters, not sure. Mastodon sold. You sold most of the Zords. There's two, just the stragglers are left. Maybe you should have had more T-Rex and less Triceratops and Saber-tooth Tiger. Just saying. Look, if you're able to get it in online, you might as well should have just get the best one that should be there. Get the Tyrannosaurus. More Tyrannosauruses, less Triceratops and Saber-tooth Tiger. You would most likely do better than that. Or Mastodon. But from what I can see, you guys have a problem when it comes to the Triceratops and the Saber-tooth Tiger. And you have a major problem with the flip heads. A major problem. I don't know what to tell you besides could end up being a clearance or crazy on ollies. So I would say one thing, I'm like, I'm looking Tommy. Heck, I'm tempted to even get Zach and Billy, but it could land in ollies, and I'm like, that's what I might wait for. Might wait and just check it out in ollies because it seems like you're not selling them at all. They're not moving at all. There's a few that got bought, but they're not going off the shelves like the Zords. The Zords got taken off the shelves. Morphers might be taken off the shelves. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks when I get to go there. Now, let's say 1 week. We'll see in 1 week how this will play out. Fingers crossed, I guess. It's like fingers crossed. And of course, there's like a few that didn't have the Power Rangers in the first place, which I would love to say that, oh, it's because they already sold them all, but where's the display? Did the collector also say that I want the display too? And he just took the display with him? It's like, that's, I don't think that works that way. It doesn't work like that. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Hopefully, the second wind, hopefully, they notice that, Power Rangers reignition, agenda is on YouTube and they're on episode 28 now. Yeah, they passed the Island of Illusion. Now they're on part two that was aired last yesterday as I'm live streaming this. So I hope that it works out. I hope that there'll be an upswing where it's like, yeah, the kids want to flip heads, and now they're all empty. I hope. If not, then it's like, well, those might end up in ollies. That might end up in other places, or end up in clearance. You're trying to sell them for like what, $9, $10? Well, we'll see how that plays out. It's like what usually happens when they do that. It's like usually it might end up being $7 now. Yeah, it just continues to go down. It's like you don't get to $1. We won't get to $1. I think you might be able to get to $5 or even $4. So we'll just have to see how this works, how this plays out. If I find it Ollie's most likely will go half. So it most likely it might be $5 in the end. If I do find it at Ollie's, I guess I will buy them. Yeah, I will buy them. I will buy Jason, Zach, Billy, Tommy. Too bad I can't get Kimberly or Trini. Thanks, guys. That's an online exclusive. Smart move. I mean, smart move. However, still wish you had like one of each in space. Maybe two of each. Anyways, we'll see you next.